All right, we are back with another hair tutorial. It's Felicia in Cali, and I always do this disclaimer. I'm a mom that enjoys doing my daughter's hair, and it's just like our time, our special time, and she's got a lot of hair. And it's also been good for me to kind of learn different styles for her. She has gotten really good. I think eventually we'll get her to a salon, maybe try some braids, but she is not at that point right now. She's doing well. So key for us is either tablet or her go-to toys. I got this little table from Target for $3, and it stores all the toys that she needs. And then at times we put our tablet on there. So we're gonna do a new style, and I've been trying something with, I wanna try something with a different part than your front to back. Sometimes she's not about it, sometimes she is. Detangling is not her favorite, like for any kid, but we're gonna get into it, okay? First, we remove the old hair tie. Then I'm gonna grease her scalp, because I really am trying to make sure her hair is nice and moisturized so we can get some of the parts that have been breaking off to grow back again. Step one is always detangle and moisturize. In this household, we're coming off of a different style, and I'm going to be washing her hair soon, but she has had some breakage in the back, and so I've just always been trying to make sure that I'm keeping her hair moisturized with some grease. I'm kind of doing it backwards. I'm using water right now just to help me with detangling, and I know, like, for myself, I would probably do the grease step a little bit later, but I wanted to switch it up and just kind of see how her hair would respond. Like I said, it's coming out of a different hairstyle. I got this pre-shampoo detangler, and no, I'm not about to wash her hair, but I used just a little bit to see if it would help with the detangling. I recommend to use it when you're going to wash their hair. So I'm using also this TikTok brush. I'll leave it in the caption, but it's supposed to be like any hair detangle, not hurt. She actually responds pretty well to it. I think it's not really meant for her texture of hair, so I would use a different brush. I don't think it really gets all the knots out of her 4C hair like it should. So now I am parting, okay? So I started with thinking I would do her hair in 3 sections. You'll see later that I had to break up that middle part. But this brush right here, I like better. I start with the tip and ends of her hair and then work myself all the way through. I kind of was going back and forth between the brushes to see how she would respond. And it wasn't too bad, but there was a lot of just like little knots, as you can see, at the ends. And so that's what I used it for. Her hair before was in just 2 pigtails, and I feel like if I don't let her scalp fully breathe, it starts to cake up in there, it starts to not get really hydrated, and it gets really tangled. So she's had some breakage, like I mentioned, right in the back, like the neck of her head, and it's right in the middle, because I do most of her hair in the same part, from the front of her forehead all the way to the back of her neck. And I'm noticing that there's been some breakage in the middle, so I said let's try a different style that will give that part a break. Let me know in the comments what you guys do when you're trying to switch things up and give a certain part a break. This style for us, I don't think it will last as long as the other ones, but what I do like about it, it's pretty easy to do, and as I said, it switches things up for us. Love these hair ties. I feel like they don't get natted in her hair like others do, and they're easier to remove, and I feel like just not as much breakage. But as you see right here, this is the section. Her hair is so thick in the middle. I think it's from some of her surgeries, but towards the end, I'm like, this is too much hair in one section. This style, I will tell you, is something that won't last as long as other styles. It's more of a special occasion style to me, because I don't feel like it's as easy to maintain and to keep intact, but it's cute. So wait for the end product, okay? So now it's time to twist and put in some ponytails. So I take each section, divide it into 2, and put them into twist. And I try to get all the way to the tip an end of her hair, and then I use a little bit of a little accessory, a little barrette to clip it there and just add to the look. Boom. Everything I'm using will be linked. Okay, you see right here, I said too much hair. So I'm taking it out and we're going to do 4 parts, 4 sections. Do you find that with your child's hair that it's thicker in certain areas? I feel like Callie's hair, it's thicker in the middle, but also she had a really big surgery and it was just on the right part of her scalp. And so they shaved it. They shaved like the right bottom part of her head. And I feel like that hair just grew back different. And the parts of her hair that haven't been shaved are a lot thicker. And the back is a lot thinner because of it. All right, so now we got our 4 parts now. So this section, same thing, put in a nice ponytail, and then divide it in the middle, and then do 2 twists on each side. I always get questions about why I do Callie's hair. I enjoy doing her hair. We've just got a really good routine going. Some of the nurses will do her hair as well, but for the most part, I take the lead on the styles, and they might, freshen it up. I don't feel like you have to be an expert to do your child's hair. My mom did my hair. She was not the best at hair, but she tried it. I was presentable, and that's what mattered. My hair was healthy. Callie's hair is healthy and thick. It's something that we do in the morning. It's something that's a nice routine for us, and I enjoy it. I enjoy pouring back into her. I just don't feel like we're at a point to be at a salon. Other families, other kids do, and that's totally fine, but it's just not something that we're gonna do. I didn't get my hair done at a salon until I was about 10. And I believe I got braids, and then I ended up getting a perm when I was about 13. Look at my dad's walking in. Yeah, and so I get that question a lot, and I'm just curious of, do people feel like we're at a stage where their child has to go to a salon and get their hair done? It's just not what we do. I think that done is better than perfect. I don't claim to be perfect at her hair. And so anyone who is watching, it's just a mom trying. This is a mom who has many things she does, but doing my daughter's hair is something I love to do, and it's something that we do together. And I think it's also something my mom did with me. So that is why. She's also just not gonna sit still for everybody. It's iPad, it's different toys and books, but we have got it down. Okay, so I'm almost done with the style. So as you see, I'm putting these cute little clips at the tips, and this is the final product. She's smiling, she loves it.